Hi folks, you here. As you can see, I have prepared another UniFi product for you to unbox. So today we are going to take a look at UniFi Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus. So let's take a look at the box. It's rather small box because this is a small device. We can see the UniFi logo at one side, Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus inscriptions at both sides, and another UniFi logo. We have a nice product picture at the front, so it's clear what's inside, and at the back we don't have much except some information, serial numbers, etc. Okay, let's open it. Here we have UniFi branded envelope, and let's see what's inside. We have some QR code for the quick start guide download. Nice. We have some nice pictures to explain what the ports are for. What's next? Next we have UniFi Protect. Nothing, just a commercial. Then we have these two lovely UniFi Protect. This is some sort of video recorder inside, camera inside, warning for the possible thieves and trespassers. But I doubt that many thieves are educated enough to know what the UniFi is. I mean, maybe they will recognize this camera, but yeah, not so much useful. It's more a commercial for the geeks like me and you, but yeah, this is not useful UniFi. Okay, let's take a look at the main unit. Tab. Ooh, it's pretty heavy. Nothing more inside, no cables, nothing, as you can see. We have just the unit in this semi-transparent sheet, or should I say smoked plastic. Okay, let's open it. Nice product presentation, I must say. That's something to be expected from the UniFi. Okay, let's take a look what we have here. At the front, we can see that we have a small OLED screen. We have this is actually the hard drive caddy that can be opened from the other side by unlocking it. Okay, this is really hard to open it, so I did it. Oh, we have 1 terabyte Toshiba hard drive inside. Not bad, but I would prefer something a bit larger for the price. This unit was not cheap. We have LED for the status of the device. These insertions on the both sides, I believe this is something related to the additional 1U mounting bracket, and which also is using the pins that are located underside this cover. Okay, this is, as I said, this is front, nice sides, nothing special. We have Kensington lock here, and at the back we have the ports and also the power button. You can power this device in two ways. You can connect your USB-C power adapter. This device is using 9 volts, so you will need quick charge 2 or 3, and you will need at least 2 amps for it. or you can power it via power over Ethernet. This is also gigabit port. We also have this seems to be micro SD card slot, and also we have something that is labeled as USB for storage, but this is something that UniFi left, or should I say Ubiquiti left for the future use, and it's not currently used, but maybe one day we will be able to connect external HDD. Now let's talk a little bit about the device itself, I mean its specifications. The dimensions of the device are pretty, I mean this is a really small device, but it's heavy. This is 582 grams. This is anodized aluminum, and this is gloss plastic, both front and back. This device is 134.2 millimeters, length 131.16 millimeters, width, and only 27.1 millimeters of height, which means it will fit without any problem on any standard 1U rack shelf. So yeah, you don't really need to buy the official mounting bracket, because that thing is extremely expensive and it's not worth much. What else should I mention about? Oh yes, I showed you the 1 terabyte hard drive, but you can fit, it's possible to remove it of course, and you can fit 5 terabyte hard drive inside, or even if you want you can fit an SSD inside, which is actually much better for a use case when you're using G4 cameras, which can produce some videos that are a little bit too hard for this tiny device to supply just using single HDD. Okay. I should also mention that this device has 8-core CPU. It's APQ 8053 CPU, and it's paired with 3 GB of RAM. It has 32 GB of flash memory inside, and yeah, that's about it about its specifications. Also about the features of this device, after I talked about its specifications, this device serves both as a recorder for your UniFi Protect system and as a UniFi device manager. So you can both manage your UniFi network device and your UniFi Protect gear, but you will need to take into account some limitations that this device has. If you're using it only as a UniFi Protect device, I mean UniFi Protect NVR, you can use up to 20 G3 cameras or up to 10 G4 cameras. And if you are using it combined mode, when you're using both as a UniFi Network Device Manager and UniFi Protect Manager and UniFi Protect NVR, you can use up to 50 UniFi cameras and 50 UniFi devices. But if you're using G4 cameras, that only means that you can use 7 G4 cameras and 50 UniFi devices. That's the limitations of this device. I mean, this is a really small device. It's not extremely cheap device. It's far better than previous Cloud Key, and it's actually better value than its non-plus version. I mean, especially if you take into account that you got the pre-installed HDD and the price of the HD. I mean, depending on some markets, this could be substantial value for some customers. I bought it for my personal use because I'm replacing my UniFi video system. As you all know, what was happening. If you don't know, I will explain. Earlier this year, Ubiquiti decided it will stop providing all the cloud features of the UniFi video system, and it started basically to force users to start using UniFi Protect system, which not a lot of people are happy about. Me personally, I don't like this because I was hosting my own UniFi video, and I would gladly, if Ubiquiti ever provided UniFi Protect software with license, I would gladly buy that license. I mean, if it was 100 euros, I would gladly pay 100 euros and keep my own hardware without buying something extra that will basically one day turn into either electronic waste or expensive paperweight. So yeah, I'm not extremely happy about it, but this device is, the fact, if you take all the facts and all the specifications that I already told you about this device, this is actually a good value. Not especially for the big enterprise, but I have only 3 G3 cameras, so this will suffice. Maybe I will add one more, and that's about it. So yeah, it will do its job perfectly for what it needs to be done. But as I said, I would rather like to use my own hardware than using this kind of proprietary hardware with some kind of proprietary features. But that's UniFi. That's what you get when you're using them. So that's all from me. You'll sign out.